It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Hey, you're back after that half. Thank you for sticking around and welcome back. We have 5 more games to get to on our lineup tonight, so let's just jump into the action because we have plenty of it. First game up, we are heading to sectional number 7, Lafayette Jefferson, as the Broncos were taking on a very tough Logansport team. And when I say this team is tough, they are difficult to deal with, especially when Lydia Goad gets her hands on the ball. She'll drink anything that comes her way. But she's not the only berry you got to keep your eye on. After all, teammate Gabriona Ritchie has some splaction of her own, and outside the arc, the berries can't be picked. But Jeff was determined to stay in this game and get some points on the board, and one athlete that'll help him out a ton tonight was Amari Bird. She was stealing passes left and right and getting to the other end to put up 2 all night long. But the berries just proved to be too much for the Broncos in the paint. The team was extremely difficult to guard because Kendra Sutton would be getting most of the rebounds tonight and get more points for her team. Just like that, Berries defeat the Broncos 55-39 and will take on Harrison in the sectional championship tomorrow. Moving on to sectional 54 Attica, the Red Ramblers were playing for the very first time this week against the Faith Christian Eagles. It was an intense and hard-fought battle from start to finish. The Eagles' full-court press proved to be a lot for the Red Ramblers to handle as Trinity Wilbert gets the steal and Maya Layden is there for support to score. But defense didn't disappoint after half-court either, as Layden sends that one back and goes coast to coast. Then it was a case of finding an open shot when the ball finds the golden hands of Kaya Stillings for 3. But Addison Goodwin went in strong and gets the and one to keep Attica in it. The Red Ramblers' efforts wouldn't be enough as Layton and the Eagles pulled out a 55-39 win. Well, 2 games are down and we got 3 more to go for you, and it was a big night for our girls basketball teams, but it is also a big night for one of our sports reporters here in Sports 18. After all, it's Maddie D'Addario's birthday, so we all have to wish her a very happy birthday. And what a better way to spend your birthday than getting to go to sectional matchups. The birthday girl joins us now to let us know how her games went tonight. Maddie, happy birthday, and please take it away.
Whoever could count how many times Bree said happy birthday in that one sentence gets $5 from me. But Bree, there truly was no better way to spend the day than to watch West Lafayette and Twin Lakes absolutely light up the court tonight. Both of these teams were locked in, and if there's one thing to take away from tonight's game, it's never over until the final buzzer. This West Side student section and the Red Devil himself were getting rowdy, and you really could not blame them. All tied up with 4 minutes left in the game, West Side's leading goal scorer of the night, Kennedy Martin, gets her hands on the ball and drives to the paint to put up 2 for the Devils. Putting up 33 on the night, Martin was cooking. For the final minutes of the game, these teams traded leads more times than I could count. With less than 10 seconds left on the clock, and Twin Lakes' Olivia Nickerson pulls up and drains it from outside the arc, putting Twin Lakes up by 3 with only 2 seconds left in the game. It looked just about over. With ice in her veins, Sarah Worth throws it up on the move from outside the corner with a buzzer beater 3 for the Devils in overtime. Going back and forth all overtime, it's Nickerson again who puts a 3 away for the Indians with only a few seconds left. Twin Lakes leading 48-45 with just 2 seconds to go. Westside Sarah Worth gets the ball, drives on the court, and like it's clockwork, sends up a Hail Mary once again, and it's Worth again who puts it in double overtime. In overtime number 2, the Indians get locked in and are able to run away with a 68-61 win to move on to the sectional championship. Now it's Benton Central and Rensselaer Central who will duke it out to see who will take on the Twin Lakes in the ship. The Bison draw first blood. Initial layup doesn't go in, but it's Sienna Foster coming in to clean up and put the 2 away. This Bison team played some fantastic defense tonight. From the jump, these ladies were on the ball on both sides, every single rebound. Going scoreless the first few minutes, Rensselaer's Taylor Van Meter hits the fadeaway to put them on the board. The Benton Central was on a roll. This time it's Sarah Gick getting the job done for the Bison. Neither of these teams were going down without a fight. They were laying it all on the line for that name on the front of their jersey. But just like Rachel Tollin runs away with it, wait for it, right here, so do the Bison in another close win, 54-51.
Thank you, Maddie, and happy birthday once again. We are ending our night over in the Attica sectional one more time, where we have Rossville taking on Fountain Central. The Hornets got things going early when the hot hands of Tori Skiles started lighting it up from deep, and this wouldn't be the only time she started a clinic from behind the arc. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the first half alone. Fountain Central tried their best to keep up with Rossville, but that's when the Hornets took it up a couple of notches to bury the Mustangs 41-16. And just like that, we are done with the highlight portion of our Friday Night Frenzy show. And before we cut to break and take a peek at what's going on the other side, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone who competed tonight. Whether you won or lost, you all did great and had an amazing season so far. Now that that's said, it's time to take a look at what we can expect next. Coming up, you'll hear from head coach Matt Pater on how he and his team feel about heading into rivalry weekend tomorrow. That's next in sports.